Menlo-Atherton's Jordan Mims is a special kind of fast. The senior has started on varsity for the past 3 years and is one of the only running backs in Northern California to surpass the 30-touchdown mark on the season.
I played varsity for 3 years now. I played with a lot of these guys on varsity as a sophomore. They're very talented. We have a talented team.
At the beginning of the year, though, it didn't look like his Bears were bound for a state championship. Despite being one of the most talented teams in the Central Coast section, Menlo-Atherton dropped their first game of the season to the Bellarmine Bells.
For us, I feel like we left a lot. I feel like we could have beat that team for sure, and we just have to prepare harder and work, focus in, and practice and tune in.
Their second matchup was the Get Sports Focus Week 2 Game of the Week. In a demoralizing 25-31 loss to the Marin Catholic Wildcats that came down to the very last play, the Bears found themselves in an 0-2 hole to start the 2016 season. Following the bitter loss, Menlo-Atherton would go on to win their next 9 games, starting with a 49-0 rout of the WCAL's Sacred Heart Cathedral. The Bears outscored their opponents 396-146 and held an average of 44 points per game. Tensions were high on the seeding day of the Central Coast Section Open Division I football playoffs. Wilcox, Salinas, Santa Teresa, and Piedmont Hills were announced as seeds 8 through 5. Bellarmine was next, taking the 4th seed. Milpitas was seeded 3rd. San Benito was given the 2nd seed. And a public school in Menlo Park, led by a second-year head coach that had gotten off to an 0-2 start, was the number 1 seed.
Everybody's good. We all compete at practice, we all have fun, and it's competitive out here.
In the first round of the CCS Gauntlet, Menlo-Atherton set the Wilcox Chargers packing for home in a 42-14 shootout. In the stands after the victory, chants of "We Want Bellarmine" rang out amongst MA students. On the same side of the bracket, the Bells handled Piedmont Hills in an almost identical fashion, 42-12. With the victory, Bellarmine had given Menlo-Atherton exactly what they had been clamoring for, a rematch.
Pitch to Jordan Mims.
In a complete reversal of roles, the Bears shut Bellarmine out 21-0. Jordan Mims rushed for 109 yards and a touchdown.
What did this game tonight mean to you?
It meant a lot. From week 1, we did take a tough loss, and we've been prepared for them since week 1. And the outcome was 21-0, so it was good.
He was explosive on the ground in the CCS finals against the Milpitas Trojans with 292 yards and 2 touchdowns, one in the opening minutes of the first quarter and another to seal the game in a 17-0 title game win.
It's a big win. We wanted to be CCS champions and we got it done. I didn't have the best of the game, but Jordan and our O-line pulled through.
My line, Milpitas is a good defense. They're a good team, and it was times where we couldn't get runs off, and it was times that we did, and we made plays out of it.
Weeks later, Menlo-Atherton would win their first ever NorCal football title, 49-21 against Manteca. Mims put in work with his legs, rushing for 4 touchdowns. The Bears would fall to Paraclete in the state game, but leave with their heads held high. Jordan Mims wrapped up his senior season with 2,388 yards and 31 touchdowns. The team that had been counted out since Week 1 season stretched on into the winter, proving that revenge is a dish best served cold.
Jordan is a game breaker, and he's a guy that, he's been blessed with just amazing vision and natural gifts. He's a hard worker. He's a great kid. You can see why he's going to be a Division I football player. That kid is a star, and he played like a star on the biggest stage tonight. When he finds a crease, he's gone, and he can do it all from the running back position. He's a special kid. Jordan
Mims' legacy will be left in Menlo-Atherton. He currently has Division I offers from Fresno State, San Jose State, Idaho, and Sacramento State. For updates on his career, both on and off the field, follow @JMims23 on Twitter. This has been Kyle Morton for Get Sports Focus. #Datway.